Okay, so 1.1 officially starts today. I just had the worst pulls.
Did it just pop out of your tacit mark?
What animal is he?
Smells good.
It's kind of a dog now that I look at it.
Yeah. I don't know. Do I not have a name at all?
Can we name him? I'm gonna name him Squatter.
Why don't you call yourself Righteous Raptor or Valor Hawk or Flying Fury?
What is this filler? Why do they write this stuff and make us experience it? It's completely unnecessary. Thankfully, it's over. Okay, so that is the intro to 1.1. So we'll continue with Act 7. Hopefully each act is nicely contained. Hopefully there's not too much random dialogue about things that we don't need to know. I'm here for Jinxi. I have questions about the Sentinel.
I regret to inform you that Madam Magistrate is not in the City Hall. She has left for Mount Firmament. In fact, we have not heard back from her for days.
Aren't you her bodyguard? Did Jinxi bring anyone with her? Bodyguards? Wink wink, can you get in touch with them?
Madam Magistrate traveled to Mount Firmament alone.
So if you were here for my polls, you would probably notice that I still don't have a limited 5-star. Because for some reason, I just have the worst luck. I literally am still reaching max pity before I get anything in this game. Well, I did lose 50-50 on Jinxi and ended up getting a Calcharo, which means I had to change my selector, which was on Calcharo, and 10 from Hard Pity on him, and change it to Jianshin. And so I've got these 2 new 5-stars that are not developed at all. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Firmament.
Mount Firmament. The only mountains I care about are your firm mountains.
To join me.
You know, this whole scene has a slowness to it. And for writing that is so kind of, what's the term I'm looking for? Is it overwrought? It's just like they're just telling too much. What they could really do to kind of elevate it and kind of ground it in a way that like lets you pay more attention is adding in like the sound of raindrops and pattering on the ground. Just adding more things to feel like you're actually there. Because right now it becomes too dreamy and too weird that you are kind of just waiting for her to speak, and then you're in a suspended state of animation other than that, like before she says anything. And so in between her speaking, you're just kind of like fading all the time. But if there was like a grounding element, if like you got a sense that they were actually in the rain and part of them were getting wet, you know, or like there's animals in the distance, like that grounding element would actually make it seem more interesting, like you're waiting for something for real while time is passing by.
It's time for us to head out.
Is this the ferry? Too bad, I was looking forward to doing a little motorboating. Hey, if that character is playable, I wonder if she can have the umbrella with her. It's not even a real umbrella, it's like a parasol.
Speeding up.
Okay, so this is the new world. The Changli actress is not moving me. I thought she just spoke that way for the initial part of the story, but now we get into a part where she's supposed to be kind of curious or solving a mystery, and I feel like she has the same vibe to her. Like, I feel like there should be some level of like her own curiosity and interest. I bet you know what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna get enough wishes to pull for Changli, and I'm gonna get screwed. But that's the price of free to play. I like how they made Changli taller.
These poor creatures.
And I feel like she might be the tallest character I've seen so far.
In the temporal disruption.
She may be taller than Baiju. Baiju's kind of tall. This is a really... I kind of expected about 4 areas rather than 2 areas. And 1 area wasn't much of an area. Like, this is not that big. And this is 1 area when you think about it. This is the size of Winding Axe's mire. And so this is a kind of small update, to be honest. So Jue has no choice but to stay here and keep time frozen as much as possible. Even more so than usual. Because of probably the Fraxidus toying with the TDs here. So I'm guessing they're just making way more TDs and it's going way faster. And so Jue has to work harder to slow down time even more so that they can clear them out.
Another photon barrier.
Zaza.
Photon vaults.
Zaza.
Rover, use ranged attacks.
Huh? Oh, there. Lady
Relax, there are
Shinyi.
honored guests. No
Oh, it's an actual old
negligence.
person. It's the first old person I've seen.
Or you.
Why is there 2 choices? Why bother? Is one... Oh yeah, one is... I forgot. I named my character Rover. So one of these is actually the name, but I don't know which one. Whoa. Look at all those treasures. Let's leave that. I thought when I initially played the first couple of acts that Jinshi was found in that one town with that freaky talking eyeball. But I guess I misunderstood.
I've never heard of any human civilization having the ability to manipulate time. Unless
Really? Have you ever been to the DMV?
With
The world is coming to an end, man. Stop mining. And collecting grubs. And stop opening
This
chests.
is the answer to our endeavor.
decades have passed. but
Stop
those
reading random
researchers-
documents. She's teetering on the edge of
The
overclocking.
Sentinel situation is worse than we thought.
They really gotta find a way to let you, like, walk around and do stuff while they kind of explain the story.
Testing output.
Over here. Why? What is the meaning of this? I can't control where it goes? What is the point of this? Did I totally misunderstand this? What? Ah! The blinking animation is
Jinshi,
kind of
you
crazy.
must live and inherit the
Like when their
Sentinel's
eyes are
power.
open, they have the
Then
they have
we
the
can
eyelid
save and
slip,
protect these people for years.
and then when
to
their eyes are
come.
closed, it completely changes.
It's a trap! Watch out!
Oh yeah.
Onward. Onwards. Onwards.
Together we vanish. Feathers incinerate. I am fine. Make it faster. Take forward.
It's Changli is way more satisfying to play than Jinsi. I think, yeah, after playing with that,
Speeding up.
I think Changli is way more interesting to play with than Jinsi. Jinsi is kind of slow and floaty. Yeah. Did I not come through here? Yeah, this west side red. As you ran. Oh, it's at level 100. Oh no! This is a bad idea.
Let the winds roar.
Fury boils. Inferno.
Oh, he's gonna kill me. He's totally gonna kill me.
Burn. Let's do this another way.
Let me be your blade. Serenade. You're in. Fully stampede. Leave me.
As you wish. Quacklinger. Feel my wrath. Inferno.
Let me be your blade. Storm, hear my command.
Oh, where is he? Oh,
Leave that away. Bullet, let's race. I'm sorry.
I knew it.
As you wish.
Leave me.
Silence.
Woolly's attack. No one picks on Uncor's friends. Here comes Encore. Yes, can't sleep.
Yeah! I don't know how that happened. Well, that was very extremely dangerous. Unexpected. How the heck? Okay, should I revive him? So what's going on here? Where am I in the quest line? This is still Act 7? Wow.
Let's race.
They're really just hanging on to that Act 7. My Encore is the best. Her damage is so high, it just makes it, even if you get hit, it's like not even a big deal.
There has to be more, right?
It's underground.
It's
No
Madam
wonder.
Magistrate, she's back. I must go tell Lady Xinyi.
Alright, Bingay.
Changli was right. They used the Court of Cervantes' research to trap our sentinel in its resting chamber.
Do not trust the science. How did they do it?
Tell you everything.
Wow.
So the sentinel is actually injured.
You can't just show a
And it's
black
been
screen of
getting
text and not
worse.
give you enough time to read it. The sorcerer is in defeat. What? What are you telling me? Oh, it's okay. It's refresh time. This act is so long, I'm in refresh time. So this video is going kind of long, and I don't want it to be too long. So I'm actually gonna stop this recording and then continue it right away. That thing's probably tough, isn't it? I'm gonna regret this.
Though I will be forced to raise my blade against you.
Ridiculous!
Ridiculous, ho.
Clash with my resonance power. Even the smallest mistake will result in overclocking.
There must be another way. You want to stop time from freezing or not? I will do everything I can to keep Jinxie safe. And don't worry, I'm at 40 pity. I just realized I just ended up in the exact same place
I
after
should
my
have
wishes
died
this
a
morning.
long time ago. I will be your final winning move in this game.
What am I doing? Oh,
Speeding up.
okay. Give me a better waypoint.
Government must be guided by virtue.
I'm not doing very good. I'm dying.
Negligence on my part.
I'm not even sure what's going on here. Why am I stuck in time?
Sacred light.
I'm doing really badly. I gotta be more careful. All these weird floor things. Get away from it. Get away from it. Where am I going?
Almost my part.
Oh, I died. Oh my goodness. Rejuvenate. I can't even see where I am in comparison to the ground attacks. Because it keeps zooming me out so far. So I guess being locked on just sucks. Get out of here. Get out of here.
The sky beckons.
Get out of here. Yeah, much better. Locking on sucks. You just dodge, I guess. I'm not even this. I wasn't even sure what I was looking at here. It looks like he was above me, just swirling around, and I'm looking
I
upwards,
made my
and it makes no
mind.
sense.
And I
But
will
it's some
not
kind of weird
back
tunnel.
down.
Was that it? So the next character after Changli is probably going to be Camellia. Let's just do it. It's tricky to rock a rhyme. I remember when SSX Tricky first came out on the PS2, and I bought the game, but I played a demo of it first. Anyways, I bought the full game, and I actually didn't like the full game as much as I liked the demo, because the demo was really cool. You can actually just keep replaying the race, and it would take no time to load, and then you would be able to play it, and then it would have its restrictions on it because it's a demo. But the point is that you would try to beat that timer and get a higher score. And so I would just, even though I owned the full game, I didn't want to play the full game. I just wanted to play the demo. And so I just always put in the PS2 demo disc, and I had like a couple of games on it.
For only
Man, Changli is
death
so
and
hot.
strife
You guys can't
can
even
one
see what I'm
truly
looking at right now.
embrace
It's right behind my
new
head.
life.
I see. Doesn't
Prolova.
matter. That's not important for our goal. We have the answers we wanted already.
Why do you have an accent? There's only one language in
With
this whole
the
world.
second resonance awakening,
Okay, let's double check my quest. So the whole update was just one act. I don't like that. That doesn't make any sense at all. You know, you have a movie, a condensed movie, and it should have multiple acts in the movie. And so this shouldn't have been Act 7, and then it just runs for like 3 to 4 hours. That's just way too long. They should have broken up into like 5 acts, right? Or 4 acts even, if they wanted to make a nice even number, and go 7, 8, 9, 10. And then on the next chapter, you go to chapter 2 or another one. But instead, we're just going through like updates, and every update's going to be one act. That's not an act. That was like a whole bunch of acts compressed together. And so, I guess it's a difference between how the Chinese people tell stories and how Westerners tell stories. I think Chinese people use like a 4-act structure, whereas like typically in the West you use like a 3-act structure, and then there's like sub parts of those structures. But anyways, that story was super long. Overall, I thought it was okay. I like the cinematic feeling of the story so far and how it does it near the end. I wish it applied it more to the beginning, because there are times when certain scenes are making arbitrary choices in terms of how it's framing things. And so it's like, why is the camera jumping to above to show all three of these girls, or why is it like just randomly here or there, instead of like, you know, artfully using it to portray like, oh, Jinxie's supposed to feel small in this moment, so you should see her from kind of far away. Like that's a more artistic use of the camera, and that's how it should be. And so maybe they just need a better storyboarder or someone who's more mindful of that. They still have a lot of dialogue, but I appreciate that they didn't waste our time in those scenes. Like, if I had to spend another scene with Mortefi and Baija, that would have been like torture. But even having Yang Yang summarize it was a little bit torture, because she basically just said the same thing. And so there's a lot of things that you don't need to know, and there's a lot of things that could be told to you while you're playing the game. Like, I don't need a big cutscene. The thing about cutscenes is that when you think about all these older games, like let's say Final Fantasy VII, you know, or any game before there was like really good graphics, you used to have like crappy graphics throughout the game, or like the best you could do at the time, and then you'd have cutscenes. And cutscenes used to be rewards, and they were so fun to watch. You could put your controller down. They changed that eventually. They put quick time events in. They made it so you can't relax. And in like, I remember there was a game, Uncharted, one of the Uncharteds, while the cutscene was playing, you had to like click on things in the background to get like hidden treasures. I'm like, what is that? Like, cutscenes used to be rewards, and they used to be fun to watch. But now you have cutscenes which are being abused to give you way too much information, and it's not enjoyable to listen to. That should never be the case. Instead, I should be walking through this cave while Changli talks. And if we get to the end of a conversation, then that means you have too much dialogue. I'm sorry. You don't need to tell me everything about this world, right? At the end, they gave me the choice to talk to Jue, and I appreciate that way more, because I could ask questions I was interested in, and I was interested in all the questions, by the way. But like, having these people come and tell me about all this stuff, just forcing it onto you. You don't need to know the physics of the world. They don't actually even make sense. We know they're make-believe, and so it has less value to us because we know it's just BS, right? We just need to know the plot, which is just kind of like, oh, how this goes here and this goes this, right? That's it. We know how that stuff works. Anyways, pretty good update. I would say about half of it is in line with like Act 6, and then the other half was trying to kind of like avoid things, but then not really getting there quite yet. So like I said before, if you're going to introduce stuff to us or tell us playing this stuff, tell it to us while we're playing the game, right? Don't like make us watch this long cutscene with a lot of kind of like explanations about things that nobody would even want to know, and it's being explained by people who talk really slowly and quietly, and it's kind of like no, if I like Yang Yang, I'm Yang Yang, but she made me want to fall asleep just with how quiet and soft her voice was. Now the Changli part was really good. I like her parts. She was like, but then her acting was really bad at some points, and I don't know if it's just bad acting or bad direction, but there was time when she had like no kind of like feeling, and it fit a certain point of the story, but it didn't fit another point of the story. So it just felt like it's just lacking in something there. But overall, it's interesting, and I'm looking forward to actually exploring this map now. And like I said before, I wish the map was about, I don't know, 3 to 4 times bigger that we're unveiling right now, because I just know that this one area is not going to last very long. But anyways, maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. So, yeah, 1.1 was very interesting. I'm looking forward to these side quests too. Pulling did not work out well for me. And I don't know if they're going to add more story when Changli comes around, but I look forward to that as well. And I guess that's it. So, with that, I'll see you guys next time.